Hi friends and family, welcome back again to our dining room. This time I have some fun things to share with you. I hope you're having a great day. Norm says hello too. He wishes you all well. I tried to maybe be a little more fun with things this year. It's pretty funny for me to use Pez dispensers over there. I just got through asking Norm, so did you see where I put my Pez dispensers? They're Easter ones, of course. And he was looking all over the place. He wasn't even looking out here in the dining room, but yeah, I normally have had some fun bird mugs over there that had pastel colored footed parts on them that were so sweet, and I've used them many years, but I thought I'd just be funny and put the colorful Pez over there. I didn't really have enough, believe it or not, of little tiny things to finish that great big shelf in the middle there. I guess they call that a circus tent design. That's funny. I had never heard of that, but I saw it on a tag for one recently. And anyways, I left the little tiny colorful juice glasses on that shelf that I put out, almost a month ago. I do love them, and I think they go just fine, so I have enough bunnies over there. On the table is a vintage bunny tablecloth, lots of Easter eggs. It really was hard to iron. I tried last night to do my best. I was using steam and high heat, and it looks like you're doing okay, but then when you put it back on again, I really think that some of these creases are very, very tough to get out. It's almost like they're something that happened when it was made. I don't know why, but I've always had trouble with the original creases in a tablecloth. But I believe this is vintage because it is a small luncheon cloth, and I don't know, I just don't think they're making, this isn't even perfectly square. I wish it had been, but it's just a little bit longer one way. I don't know why they would do that. It's got a very, very cute pattern. And I did find it, I'm sure, at a antique or thrifty type sale. It's got little arbors on all four corners, yeah. And one little tiny stain on it somewhere, but it's in really, really good condition. So I thought I would just use it with one of our nice yellow tablecloths. It certainly is a bright yellow, and I've always used them for Easter, I think. I just love these thrifted metal candle holders. They're not perfect. The patina on them is showing, but Norm could respray them for me sometime in a nice metallic gold, but I haven't bothered asking him for that. I did try to find some of the fun hobbyist Easter eggs that I've collected for many years. So I love to scatter them about in the house according to their colors. This huge one I just found. I don't know if it was even during the winter months. I haven't had it very long, I don't think. So there is no purple in the tablecloth, but I couldn't resist showing you. Make it kind of a special centerpiece. It's really sweet, so big. And the basket is the second one I found. I'm going to put the light on. That's better. It's the second one I found in a thrift store. I was so surprised. I don't know if both of them I had found at Family Pathways. This one was the latest, I think. I also found kind of a turquoisey blue one. So I might use that for July, if I remember it. But they are calling it lucite. It's really quite textured. I hope you can see it, with a very, very dramatic, ruffly top on it. It must have been fun to make these, but it is a plastic or resin type material, but it's older and people were calling them. They're not cheap on the listings. They are calling it lucite. These white rabbits with huge ears are so nice. They were a gift from our good friend Trent, who is from Nebraska. He and his friend Josh came all the way up here to the Twin Cities to visit us and do some really serious antiquing. So we met them for lunch, and that was in March. It was still kind of cool out, but at least it didn't snow and the sun came out. So they had a really good time here for about 4 days, shopping around our really nice antique malls. They are so beautiful with all that shiny gold in their ears. I thought they were just great. He got a pair for himself too. Yeah, they're not marked on the bottom, so I don't really know anything about them, but I know I love them. So thank you again, Trent. That was so nice, and it was so much fun visiting and shopping with you and Josh. We had a great time. The lucite candles worked well. I didn't want to use orange ones. There is no orange in this tablecloth. So I tried to keep it similar colors except for the beautiful violet designed egg. I just found this adorable creamer and sugar set that is food themed. I love finding cupcake containers that maybe candy came in or a candle. But this is definitely a California company, and I think it's a woman's name on the bottom. I already forgot the designer. And I found them at that vintage market and thrift store, consignment center in Eau Claire, Wisconsin, that we went to a couple weeks back. So that was one of my purchases. It wasn't bad at all. I didn't think. I just thought they were gorgeous. They looked like they were made really well. So I hope you think they're fun too. The lid is not quite straight. Sorry about that. Losing its frosting. So I think the table's fun. If I was going to entertain, that's not taking up too much room. And I could, of course, put some candy in the basket. If you were having company, it would be probably nicer to have some really good quality chocolates in there. I have some that actually have a pink label on them. They're square, dark chocolate with raspberry center. Yeah. Oh, they're so good. By Ghirardelli. Oh, wow. Beautiful pink wrapping foil. Yep, I just had one. To give me a little boost of energy here. So let's go look at some of the crazy, kooky, I'd say kitschy things over there. I love my milk glass to dress up the glass door sections. I just put a vintage chalkware egg, 2 different ones that I've found over the years, and 2 different vintage little baskets. We also have a blue one that I have not used this year. I like pink and yellow better. These are the chalkware eggs. I almost bought another one when we went to that marketplace. Yeah, it was pretty reasonable, but sometimes I just think, do I really know what color I have already? I don't know. It might have been another blue one, but this one's quite vivid. Very fun to use in the spring too because of the 4-leaf clover. So here's the fun Pez. The end one is the oldest one. When it has no feet on it, they are older. And that one is kind of homely. It's called a flat-eared rabbit. They're not real expensive, but Norm found it, I guess, somewhere and decided to get it. I probably wouldn't have because I just love the new designs that they've come out with for quite a few years now that this represents. I have been finding them in the antique malls, big bins full of them, and they're like $1 a piece up to $2. Sometimes people would ask $3 if they didn't have that many of them and they thought it was a little more special. But I think they're really funny, and I haven't looked at them for so many years since we had our collection, big collection. I will include a picture, actually 2 pictures on both sides of the basement wall. Norm built shelving for all of our Pez dispensers, and one whole side I'd say would be vintage ones, very old ones. But we decided to sell them off, but I would like to share that collection with you and the reason why I still like them. But yeah, I don't know why, I just decided it would be kind of fun to collect the holiday ones. So I started collecting some Christmas ones this year, and the Easter ones, and some Halloween ones. This I found a year ago at the Goodwill. It is so cute. I should look on the bottom. That little egg happens to go really well with it. Cutest little porcelain teapot. And this is the other Hong Kong blow mold decoration that I was telling you about when I showed you the upstairs one that was a duck. So that one was very colorful and yellow, and this one I was saying was pretty pale. I wish the bow had been a bright pink. That would have helped. It is flocked, and the bunnies are flocked. And it is weighted in the bottom. There's something heavy in that bottom. So that was something we purchased, the 2 of those, many years ago. So let me go back over here. I do have my light on. I'm surprised that's not showing. I can see it myself on the upper shelf. But if it's not showing down here, I will leave it on. So my little baskets of all different kinds I've loved finding from decades ago. I think I started getting interested in baskets even maybe before some of the other pieces of milk glass. Some of the bigger pieces, I did love the small ones. They're easy to display. So I put plenty of jelly beans in there and decided to use a vintage Corel plate that I have a few of that I've found, I think, at the Goodwill. I'm very fortunate to have found many beautiful Corel plates. I don't buy the other pieces, but I do love eating off them. So that's the other side, and these two baskets in the middle, you can see they are different. I used to have two of those. I don't know why I can't find the other one. I've always tried to pick up two that are the same because it just makes it easier for me to, decorate up something like this. It's this one is longer, so it's harder to fit in there. And this basket is different. It's a very sweet one, smaller than the one on the other side. But I was very happy to have found two in the back there that are the same, that are a hobnail and have the little fern in them. I have shared these lovely tulip glasses, tumblers that are vintage, Anchor Hocking, I believe, and they do have a gold rim on the top, and they actually came in the box. I do not believe they were used. So I've always loved having them for Easter. I use way more yellow when I decorate for Easter, I think, which is something I don't think I tend to use as much other times of the year. So here I have tried to balance things, and I did happen to have two lovely baskets that are the same size. Thumb print on the left and the hobnail on the right. And have thrifted plenty of these smaller bud vases. I have so many of the bigger ones because I use them upstairs in my pink and orange bedroom for all of my bangle bracelets, to stack them on. The bottom base is just right to keep the bangle bracelets up off the vase a little bit. It's the only milk glass bud vase I've ever found that works with. And I love this basket. It is also thumbprint, I assume, and it's bigger than anything down below. A nice medium size. Boy, they do make some huge baskets in milk glass, don't they? I looked on the bottom of the teapot and there wasn't any identification. Now these three are all brand new, thrifted this year from Family Pathways stores. I could not believe that one in the back with the adorable purple pants on. Yeah, little overhauls. So that would be a boy. I bet the girl is in pink. I haven't seen it, never have run across it. But this was so inexpensive in Cambridge, Minnesota. I saw it as soon as I walked in the door. I was thrilled. What is so special about that bunny is that it has a different face on the other side. I found one in Anoka, Minnesota that was a gingerbread boy. So I did show that in our Christmas kitchen video. It is so cute. It's sad on one side and happy on the other. So I think this one is yawning or something. I forget. Isn't that cute? Yeah, I'd say that's the little boy bunny. I never really thought about it. I was thinking purple has to be a girl, or lavender. These two little ones were so cheap too at the Family Pathways in Pine City, one of my favorite stores to go to. The big one only has a couple initials on the bottom, no date. I don't know if these do too. No. So they go together well. I guess I tried to stick to brown bunnies over here. I tend to thrift those more. I seem to just like them more, I guess. Here are the glasses. I have shared these with you before, but I hope you enjoy seeing them again. They sure made cute little juice glasses, didn't they? Norm and I don't drink juice in the morning, so I don't use any. Nope. But they sure are sweet. I love the geometric ones. So there's 2 there and 1 there. That's all I found. And I find these easily in Red Wing, Minnesota at the Pottery Place Antiques. Yeah, I just purposely will go there and look for some of their odd little glasses like this. But others I've found at antique malls for like maybe an average of $3 I've paid, which isn't bad at all. And I actually have concentrated on some that were red, white, and blue that I could use sometime. And maybe the yellow would go well too, because they do look like fireworks. So they did quite a few, red and yellow. And the blue, I don't know if they did orange. I don't think I've ever seen an orange one. Love the tulip ones, and I love the daffodil ones. So here's some more thrifted rabbits that are playing an instrument, and that one is just reading, I think. I don't know if they would be a home set. Oh. Oh, what does that say? It looks like somebody wrote that they bought it in 1997. Handmade in Korea. Oh, so that's a nice set. Their buck teeth are kind of funny. I think they look better without that. These were all just individually thrifted ones that I would find at Goodwill or Family Pathways. I think the one with the pink handkerchief is my newest find, probably a year or more ago, but... And these were all individually found, not as a set, but they went together well. That is chalkware. All the others up above are ceramic. I used to have a large chalkware collection, and I have had them on the shelf at the top of the stairs, so some of our earliest videos would have that. That is like your heart candy boxes. This is a vintage egg one, and when we bought it, I don't think we were paying attention to the fact that it was an egg. Guess I wasn't paying real good attention. This you saw me thrift at a Savers. I think it was a Savers. It's been a while. Really painted nice. L. Young. Maybe that's Young. I don't know. 1984. They sure did a nice job. This is so sweet. It couldn't be any sweeter. I found this in the back room at the Bell Tower Antiques in Spicer, Minnesota, a couple years ago now. It, I believe, is a lid to a cookie jar. It certainly looks like it on the bottom. I just found this, I think, at Legacy Thrift. There's a little bow on the straw booty. That's what this looks like. It's shaped like a little baby booty. But look at those flowers. Oh, I could not believe how sweet this was. I should turn it around because look at the daisy one. Spiky. Oh, that is so cute. And these are pretty old, I bet. I don't know who made them. They could be just Hong Kong pieces. They have the teeniest, tiniest base on them. So boy, do they tip over easy. They're so top heavy. Yeah, just adorable. I don't think we have anything else in that kind of a design, but I know they probably made a lot of different ones. This sure is a beautiful screensaver. I think they still call them that. It is so pretty. It is by Relaxing World Scenes. They have so many beautiful ones. I hope that it's okay if I have a little bit of their relaxing music playing there. I've never looked that up to see what the rules are. I am identifying who they are. Wonderful channel. I absolutely love their pictures. And I do like a little bit of that movement on them too, instead of just a solid picture. Up here, I thrifted all of these things too. This was in Norm's window last year, I noticed. A nice little hobbyist bunny. And this one I just found this year. Also a hobbyist, very sweet. This is a vintage little pottery basket. I was so surprised to find that. I think maybe at Legacy Thrift, and that is one of those little picks. I had two of them that I found in a baggie, a little pastel pick. I shortened it, of course, in order to be able to fit it in there. I found this beautiful beaded cross years ago. It was with that little hanging piece of fishing line on it. It's very thick. So pretty. Even Norm commented on it the other day. And this is where I ended up putting the thrifted mama lamb and baby. I showed it to you in a thrifting video here, possibly on my kitchen table. I had shown some of the things I had recently found, so I've moved them around here and there. They were in the living room for a little bit, but decided to bring them out here with the bunnies. And this is another one of those very, very sweet blow mold Hong Kong centerpieces, is what I assume they were meant to be. More flocked bunnies and carrots. Not flocked, the carrots aren't in that one. So cute, peeking out. It is smaller than all the others. Well, no, I have a shorter white basket that I'll show you that has a hen in it, a little white hen. It's much more miniature, very sweet. I almost forgot this fun hen that I thrifted for, I think it was marked $3, was it? At the Hutchinson, Minnesota Health Auxiliary thrift store, which we got to a couple weekends ago. Yeah, so I did show you her in a thrift haul again recently at the table here. I was so tickled. She came out so nice and clean. I think there is a tiny bit of shading maybe here and there. I don't know. It looks pretty good. And I found some little specks on her that I scraped off. It looks like somebody was painting and somehow got some paint splatters on her. It wasn't bad, but it was nice to be able to scrape them off. So this is another thrifted, absolutely wild, I'd say hobbyist basket, and I don't know if that was from Legacy Thrift or it was Bibles for Missions at the time. I just want you to see it has this lovely creamy yellow, very fun patterned inside area. but the color, that yellow is just crazy. Very speckled green and brown, maybe. But I thought it was a very cute place to put her on some grass, orange grass. I think that worked out really well. So I'm enjoying looking at her when I'm eating at the table here, and Norm probably gets a kick out of her too. So that is all for the dining room. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll go back to the table again. Norm and I have been so shocked that the past several days we've had 2 turkey hens, there's the other one coming out over there, wandering all over our yard, eating the corn, which is almost gone out there, and there's only a little bit left down here that we threw out the door this morning. The crows have even, a couple of crows have even tried to come and eat some of the corn, and the turkeys chase them away. Here they come. I think the 3 squirrels out here have been scurrying, trying to bury stuff and eat as much as they can because they don't want the turkeys to get them. We're going to have so much film of these guys, girls.
I think it comes up here and say, hey, you got any more corn?
Yeah, I mean, this is so close, you wouldn't believe it, but it doesn't look like it in the video, but, I mean, I'm just a matter of what?
He's just 5 feet off the
more like 10 feet.
Maybe your feet.
They are weird looking. Sun's not shining anymore. Sure was bright today.
They're really iridescent.
Are they?
Yeah, when the sun shines on their back.
Oh, here's the other one walking right past the door. Hello. Oh, that's funny. There must have been a gust of wind because the house creaked and the turkey jumped. He must have felt, that's strange. It doesn't look that windy. We kind of wonder if this is a mother and a daughter. Kind of weird to say that, but. Yeah, she's out of sight again. Hello. Oh. A lot of you say that you enjoy our videos at any time, even when I'm late, so thank you for saying that. It's so sweet of you to help me out, to not feel bad when I don't hit the holiday in time. These candles are straight. It's always the camera makes them tilted out a little bit. Yeah, so that's just the way they're gonna look. Thank you for watching this video. I want to try to get this one done. Norm wanted me to combine it with the kitchen, but there's too much fun stuff out in the kitchen. I don't want to have these videos that long to combine everything, so I'll do my best to work on it tomorrow again. We'll see you soon. God bless you all for being so good to us.